Nolan King here for Flow Combat at the Twin River Casino in Lincoln, Rhode Island, alongside this guy. You might know him from the UFC, Eric Spicely, picking up his first win since getting released from the promotion. Eric, how did it feel, man, to get back in there?
It felt really good. It's been since January 28th, 2017 is when I won my last fight. So after 3 losses in a row, you kind of start to feel a lot of doubts. If you can still do this or just anything. A lot of doubts start to creep in. And it's been a long time since I felt nervous, so it was good to feel that again and feel sharp.
Yeah, do you think this momentum will snowball? Maybe it'll be a little bit easier for you to get a fight going forward, just because you're not coming off 3 losses anymore. You're coming off of a win.
Yeah, I mean, I think to get to fight for a bigger promotion or like Bellator or ACB or something like that, it looks better to have a win. Leo's a tough guy. He's 12-6, I think, with a lot of knockouts. So. I knew he was game and tough. I wanted to fight somebody, who was coming off a win or a bunch of wins. So I think it's going to really put me in a good position.
Yeah, and I mean, any type of direction that you want to go in next? Anything out there? I know, like obviously PFL, they have the tournament next year. Could always use middleweights. Is that something that interests you, or are you looking in whatever direction, whatever opportunity comes, you'll entertain maybe?
Anything that's going to pay me a decent amount. I obviously would love to be back in the UFC. I mean, if I have to keep winning and hopefully get signed back to the UFC or anywhere else, ACB, I'll fight anybody that's going to pay me a living wage,
Yeah, absolutely. And something else that I know you've talked about quite a bit, obviously the pro wrestling stuff is something that you're interested in too.
Yeah.
Is there any particular, I mean, is it tough in your mind to kind of be on the edge of both of these things where, on one hand you don't necessarily know what's going on with the WWE, and then also with the UFC or the MMA stuff, you don't necessarily what's going on either. Are you keeping your foot in both in both doors here, or are you looking to try to pursue one over the other?
No, I'm going to do both at the same time. Wrestling is really fun for me. It's not too hard on the body. I've already got some matches lined up for next month or something like that. So I'm going to do both. And just like before I got into the UFC, you just got to keep at it, and you'll get your shot eventually if you keep working hard. And and I proved that already getting into the Ultimate Fighter, getting to the UFC. So I'm just going to keep working hard and hopefully it pays off.
Yeah, absolutely. And would you entertain coming back here to CES maybe? I mean, you weren't a lot of people's mind, you were a lot of people that I was talking to before this fight thought that you had been the CES middleweight champ at one point, and that's not the case. You had a lot of big fights for them. You never fought for a belt. Would that be something that you entertain, maybe a title fight for them?
Yeah, I mean, anything, I'm down. I'm going to go home back to TriStar Montreal and take it like a week off and kind of see what's next. I love Rhode Island. I love Pat. I come here all the time. It's good to see all my friends and feel in a comfortable place. So I would definitely like to fight, like I said, anything that's going to get me to the next level.
Absolutely, man. That's all I have for you. I appreciate your time today. I know it's been a tough road for you to get back here, to finally get booked again, and here you are. So I'm happy for you, man, and congrats on the win. Yeah, anytime.